This is Bishop Dr. Truman Berst. Master Herbalist, coming to you from Good Shepherd Ministries. This is Discoveries in Health, and we're here every Thursday, year in, year out, and here we are with a 2020, my goodness, time flies, the years just keep on rolling by, and thank you for joining us here. This is Bishop Dr. Truman Berst from Good Shepherd Ministries. And this is where we talk about natural remedies. And the topics that we choose to talk about are ones that you might suggest. All you have to do is open your microphone, press the star key 2 times, and we will all be talking about things that you want to talk about and you want to hear about. I get a lot of people asking about cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, all of these topics. I get people asking about depression, anxiety, and controlling the mood, and so forth. I get all of these kinds of topics, and we're just getting started, so I'm explaining who we are, what we're doing here, and that we're here to answer your questions. We're not here to prescribe or diagnose. That's illegal in the United States, and although I'm not in the United States, I have no intent to be breaking any laws anywhere, or if that's their legal stance, I'm going to do everything I can not to offend the government or the authorities. And so if they say that it's against the law to prescribe or diagnose, so it's only for doctors, medical doctors, drugs. And medical doctors aren't allowed to prescribe natural remedies. And those that start prescribing too many of them, because most doctors are, at least telling you, that you need this vitamin, or you're vitamin D deficient, etc. And so many people are, and so, but still, they don't understand nutrition, and they shouldn't even be prescribing and diagnosing it because they don't understand it. Their science is based on drugs, not nutrition, which is the reason why it doesn't work. It's like the Tower of Babel. It's man's attempt to not use the Most High's medicine, which is plant medicines all around you. We even use the essential oils, and we use them in a variety of ways, in salves, in tinctures, in capsules, liquids, powders, teas, all these ways. And welcome to Discoveries in Health. We're just getting started, so it'll be a moment here, and we'll open up the microphones. And if you have a question or a comment or a suggestion for a topic, and again, people are just arriving, and I'm muting mics as we go so that we don't have any open microphones unnecessarily. And that way, when you do have a question or a topic or a suggestion, we don't prescribe or diagnose, but we talk about natural remedies instead of drugs. And that's because that's what God invented, was natural remedies to keep your body healthy and to get it healthy. There's anti-inflammatories. There's hepatic herbs for the liver. There's all these natural medicines that that the drug industry are trying to reinvent as a drug so that they can sell it and call it better. It's a Tower of Babel all over again. And it's just about as high as it's going to get, because people have awoke from the fact that drugs don't work in the body but for short term before they start wreaking havoc. And the body says, what is it doing here? And the liver stops trying to get rid of it and puts it out through the skin, and it's called a tumor, or cancer. or some other disease that it causes. And yet they continue to do it because of the money. That's right. It's all about the money. And everything else is collateral damage. Well, so that's why I'm here. I'm here talking about the fact that our society, which is now, there's a lot of evil in high places. With all this evil in high places in society, they're in charge. They're not taking care of your best interests. They're taking care of their best interests. That's what's wrong with the system. And nobody knows how to fix it. And then you got this circus act, politicians. So it's really, it's a dysfunctional system, riddled with the fact that it's in collusion with the pharmaceutical industry and pushing all these drugs on people, even forcing them to take vaccinations and to take drugs that they don't even want to take. And they don't want their children all being pushed into their children. And I hear horror story after horror story after horror story about children who were normal, who aren't normal anymore, after 18 doses all at one time of vaccines. It's insane. They do it. They get away with it. And they punish the parents if they don't do it. What's wrong with this system? It's out of control. It's become a bad science fiction movie. So what we do about it is, those of us who are listening, we're paying attention to the Most High's medicine, natural remedies, food, rest, a relationship with the Most High. Because one of the topics today is the power of words, the power of words concerning health. That's one of the topics today. Because the power of words, again, you see, that's how powerful the Most High is. What you utter from your lips is, your body's listening. Every cell in your body is listening. There's whole universes of things going on in your body that they're only just now beginning to discover. Only now are they discovering new organs in the body and new cells in the body. Science doesn't know doesn't understand the body completely as they pretend that they do. Sure, there's a lot of good things that science can do now. But it's up to us to maintain reality that we run on plants. We don't run on drugs. We eat plants, and a plant-based diet is proven to be the most successful diet that anybody's ever tried. Whole food, plant-based diets. That's why when I created the Make Lifestyle Changes system on herbalhealthreview.com, that's why that it's based on the plant-based, whole foods, plant-based diet system. And then I've got all these super nutrients that are supercharging the immune system and super nourishing the body so that it can overcome health disorders. And then focusing on specific medicines along the way for particular health disorders. So and it's taken me 59 years to complete it, brick by brick, remedy by remedy. And it's all in this book, Herbal Descriptions. And it's all up on the internet, on herbalhealthreview.com. All the reports. And everything's free. That's right, except the book. That's the only, a hard copy of the book is like $18.95. You have to call, or you have to add it to your order because it's not available on the internet except in the digital download form on herbalhealthreview.com, which is the only thing you can buy on that website. Over 600 free videos, over 200 reports about cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure. And if it's not there, that's when you call me. You let me know, or you email me, because it's all the information is on the website, herbalhealthreview.com. And what a lot of people don't know is that there's a member intake form. Anyone who fills out that member intake form gets a free health consultation. I make my suggestions based on what if they've got high blood pressure, I give them the high blood pressure research. If they've got diabetes, I give them the diabetes research. And all these research reports, when you're looking at an herb, you can click on it in the report. And then you're looking at the product and you can order it online. Now, no one else can do that because the government objected and took me to court. But the chief federal judge of the Western United States told the government that what they were doing is not in the scheme of things, and never come back in that courtroom again. Never file any more paperwork against me again, and leave these websites alone because I don't own anything. Because I don't. I maintain it, I created it, and I gave it all away. Because if I did own it, apparently that gives cause for the government to okay that you can't have it and you can't know it. So fortunately, that's the way the Most High told me to plead my case, is without owning anything. So I came into that courtroom owning nothing. Still own nothing. That's right, I have zero assets. Good Shepherd Ministries has $2,000 total to keep everything together and do everything that we need to do. That gives us about 2 months of existence. And because we are getting some donations, enough donations to exist, but not to flourish, not to publish the 400 or 500 videos that we're behind on these broadcasts. But and I would really love to have an assistant so I could help more people, because mainly the poor are coming to me and they can't make a donation, they can't contribute to the overhead of what I have to do. So most of the time I'm working for nothing. I'm not objecting to that. I will continue to help everybody as long as I possibly can for nothing. However, this ministry should grow. What we're doing here deserves to be have more exposure, so that more people, and more people means more poor people who aren't going to contribute. So the few that can, make a donation to Good Shepherd Ministries on that website, herbalhealthreview.com. That's very important, because that barely keeps us going month to month. To me, it's miraculous, because it's always just barely enough. Or, well, I've had every one of the services you imagine. They've all been cut off more than once and turned back on again. The trash, the water, the rent, etc., the telephone, the internet. I've had them all, cut off. But we just keep going. So are the donations that those of you who are donating, it's keeping this thing going. It's making it able for people who have nothing to be able to go to a website or join a broadcast, and it costs them absolutely nothing to join this broadcast or to go on that website, herbalhealthreview.com, look at that Make Lifestyle Changes report, click on those products, and then even get a discount when they order the products from the manufacturer. That's a labor of love from Christ. That's what that is. So that's what I'm doing here. My name, Bishop Dr. Truman Berst, the ministry is Good Shepherd Ministries, and we've been around for over 20 years now as a ministry. And before that was a ministry, but I just never, I never really formed it officially. But over 20 years ago, I did. So, and we've helped thousands and thousands of people. We've gotten the message out of, of Christ, and we've got the message out of natural remedies, and received lots of love from lots of people for what my family and I have done over the years. Because it's myself and my granddaughter now that continue to do this. So it's a family ministry. That's who we are. That's what we're doing here. And my telephone number, if you'd like to call me, is 503-362-5899. That's 503-362-5899. My email address is the same as that website, herbalhealthreview.com, only it's Truman, Truman, at herbalhealthreview.com. Truman, at herbalhealthreview.com. And let's get started here, and the best way to get started is to pay a visit over here to Pike Road, Alabama, to the Word of Life Ministry, Prophet Elijah. And let's give out his telephone number, because his telephone number is important. You're going to want to know it, because he is my prayer partner, and I know he could be yours. You just need the telephone number. And Prophet Elijah's telephone number is 334 868 3881. Prophet Elijah, let's unmute the microphone over here. Prophet Elijah, are you there, my friend?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Well, we're just getting started, and the best way to start is to ask you for an opening prayer. And of course, at the end of the broadcast, we ask Prophet Elijah for a closing prayer as well. So you want to be sure, and if you leave, come back and don't miss the closing prayer from Prophet Elijah out there at the Word of Life Ministry in Pike Road, Alabama. Sir, how are you and what's going on?
Oh, I'm contagiously blessed and just continue to pass it on to everyone. And this is a new season, and so I'm just looking forward to seeing all of us healed.
Yes. Wow. Well, folks, ever since Prophet Elijah said he was contagiously blessed, I've been contagiously blessed as well. So you have to watch out. You're liable to be associating with Prophet Elijah and I. You're liable to be contagiously blessed with a love for Jesus Christ. Is that about right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Could you please bless us with a opening prayer here today?
Certainly. Revelation chapter 12, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceived the whole world. Most High, I am that I am, a higher, the Most High, God of all so-called gods. When we sense the heaviness of pressure mounting and the ominous presence of darkness around us, Dr. Berst and our prophet Elijah recognize the enemy is at work again. For he attempting to discourage us to get sidetracked from the work you have chosen us to do, or fall into temptation, give up, or take our eyes off you. He always seeking whom he may devour here at Discoveries in Health and Good Shepherd's Ministry with Dr. Truman Berst in Montego Bay, Jamaica, Better Health and Herbs for Brittany in Albany, Oregon, Dr. Peterman in Time Lab Challenger in Hiatal, Texas. Father, bless Dr. Miles, the herb doctor in Georgetown, Texas, every city, state, and country of the listening of this conference. We confuse Satan and cancel his attempts to stop us and our influence to help us remove the scales from the eyes and unstop the ears and remove blindness from the minds of the people. Dr. Berst and I today are here to allow the Holy Spirit to move through us right now. So today we are declaring that the devil and his demons are liars. We use that power of the word to defend others from Satan's fiery darts as well. Thank you, Father, for strengthening our faith, giving us your wisdom and discernment so we will not be caught off guard. Together, Most High, we are winners over and against the enemy. Amen.
All praises to the Most High. In the name of Jesus Christ, our Savior, Yeshua. All praises to the Most High. So be it. And we receive love, mercy, forgiveness, protection, blessings of all sorts and types, and above all else, prosperity, health, love, peace, and joy. We receive as we praise worship and thank the Most High. So be it. We receive it. Amen. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother, Prophet Elijah. Did you have anything else that you wanted to share with us before we open up the microphones and ask folks if they have any suggestions or topics for us today? I think you had three for us today. One was hiatal hernia. The other one was ulcers. And of course, the third one is the power of words concerning health. Did you have anything else, sir?
Well, yes, sir, because, we listen to the program every week, and you have all the best products there are for our bodies to be able to receive, but it does very little to us when we are taking this and speaking negative words and doubt, when we know that negative words affect the harmonious nature and the balance inside of our bodies. And your DNA and your cell structure and your makeup and your chemistry and causes damages oftentimes beyond repair. So speaking words in harmony cause our body to restore itself, because the body listens to us. So when we are out of harmony by speaking negative words to ourselves and someone else, it causes us to miss the blessings in our health and our finances. It causes illness. It causes monetary losses. And that brings back to some of the words that we have spoken. When you are angry, and sometimes we get upset and get frustrated, we reflect on the force of energy and the power used to get our points across, but at the same time, it's destroying our temple that the Father has given us and bringing sickness upon us because of our words.
Yes, because of our words. Because every cell in our body is in harmonic vibration with every other cell, organ, system, and it all is in a vibration and a harmonic balance. And whatever we say, we can influence every cell in the body. If we say, I'm in faith, I'm believing that this is not my cancer, this is a cancer, but it's not my cancer. And I refuse that cancer, and I reject that cancer, and every cell in my body rejects that cancer. Every cell in your body is listening. And conversely, if you say the opposite, every cell in your body is ready to shut down, quit, and give up. If that's what you've said, that if you're taking it on, that's why people can think themselves sick. I mean, it's so important that the power of words concerning health, that you recognize them, that if you're letting something that if something gets into your life, something's happening to you, it's not fair, it's not right, but it's happening to you, and if you react to it, in a way that is disrupting every cell in your body. If you're getting angry and frustrated and so forth with it, and agitated, and you're losing sleep, that's affecting your health. That's affecting every cell in your body. What you say is the way it's going to be. What you say is what it is. So important that we be positive, which is why whenever you see scripture in the Bible, you're seeing Jesus Christ being positive, forgiving, loving, overcoming, with wisdom regarding something rather than cursing and carrying on and stomping and so forth. You don't see Christ doing that. So as an example, Christ is our example. The Bible is our example. It's our handbook. So that's what I got to say about the power of words concerning health. We all need to work on those kinds of things. Because this life is going to challenge it. This life is going to make you want to stomp your feet sometimes and carry on. But we've got to realize that that's evil succeeding in agitating us, keeping us sick, driving us down. And I reject it. I recognize it. And that's what we need to do. We need to recognize the enemy, and we got to seek that peace that is Jesus Christ. So be it. Amen. So what do you think, brother?
Absolutely, because Jesus, Yeshua, he was telling us in the Word. He said that Mark 11:23 that you shall have whatsoever you say. And when you were talking about, I have diabetes, I have high blood pressure, you're saying this, so you're having it because you're saying it.
Yeah, you're claiming it. So
you're claiming it.
It's not yours, so you don't have it. You don't have it. It may be diagnosed and clinically present, but you need to, with every cell in your body, reject illness, and you need to seek wisdom. The wisdom of knowing the natural remedies and the path that you can go on to help the works of the Most High. Because you can't help the Most High, but you can help the works of the Most High by doing the right thing. And the right thing is love yourself, be at peace, and reject these illnesses. They are not yours. Don't say my cancer. Don't say my heart problem. No, it ain't yours. Right, brother?
Right. Even though you may have these symptoms that you are saying, but you don't go around claiming it. Because you have to continue to say, I'm healed. I'm healed. And you have to keep saying that, and your subconscious and your conscious begin to line up, and your DNA and all your organs begin to respond. So you have to remember, words are seeds that can yield a good or bad harvest in your life, depending on what you speak.
I agree with you, my friend. So that is the power of concerning health of every cell in your body. Your body responds to this, so we need to recognize that, and that's one of the topics here today. If anybody else has an opinion regarding that or wants to talk about that more, we're opening up all the microphones now, and we're asking anyone if with any particular health disorder or concern. We're going to be talking about hiatal hernia. We're going to be talking about ulcers, but we want to talk about also things that you want to talk about. And Prophet Elijah, did you have anything else to share with us before we open up the microphones here?
Well, I have one other thing to say. It's going back to about the words. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habit. Your habit becomes your character. Your character becomes your destiny, becomes your future. That's all I have to say.
That's a bunch, and that's wisdom. And this is what we need to hang on to, folks, is wisdom that we share with each other. Biblical wisdom, and the truth, the raw truth. All right, we're going to move on now. And Prophet Elijah, we look forward to your closing prayer at the end of the broadcast. where we will have we'll have a closing prayer from Prophet Elijah, and then we'll open up the microphones. We'll all praise the Most High together, and it's a beautiful thing. So that's how we're going to end the broadcast. But right now, we're just right in the beginning of it. So Prophet Elijah, thank you so much, and we're going to watch our words concerning anything we say and do from now on. Thank you very much for bringing up that topic. And was there anything else before we move on, sir?
No, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move on with you.
All right, my friend. All right, Prophet Elijah out there in Pike Road, Alabama. I'm going to give his telephone number one more time because he, sometimes you just need a real good prayer partner. That's Prophet Elijah. Telephone number 334-868-3881. That's 334-868-3881. All right, folks, all you have to do, if you have something you want to talk about, a topic you want to get into a little bit more, just press your star key on your telephone 2 times. It'll open your microphone. Press your star key on your telephone 2 times right now, and we will take your topic. And I see one of the microphones open over here, area code 917. What would you like to talk about?
Yes, hi, Dr. Truman. I would like to talk about how to get rid of stones in the salivary gland.
I'm sorry, did you say pains where?
Stones in the salivary gland. Stones, S-T-O-N-E-S.
Say that again.
Yeah, stones. I'd like to know how to get rid of stones. Stone, S-T-O-N.
Got it. Stones, are the gallbladder stones, kidney stones?
But they're in the salivary gland. There's the salivary glands in the jaw, in the mouth, in the jawline, in the throat area.
Okay, stones. All right. Let's we will talk about stones anywhere in the body, rather than kidney stones or and bladder stones. All right. Is there any other topic or suggestion, please? No other one. Okay. All right. And folks, all right, we're going to move on, and that is one of the topics, stones. And if you have a topic, we can get right into stones right now, or we can take another topic and add to this. I don't see any other microphones open, so area code 917. Was there anything else? No. Okay.
No, that would be all. Thank you. Sorry, that would be all. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to mute the microphone just so that you'll have your privacy, and we're going to move on, and we're going to and let's talk about stones. So stones. Now, what's going to get rid of stones? Let's go over to the herbalhealthreview.com website. Let's click on common conditions, and where normally you're talking about kidney stones, bladder stones. Stones can form anywhere in the body, like in the saliva glands and so forth. And now that's more complicated, as it's not an ordinary thing. It becomes a rare thing that might occur. So let's go take a look and see what science knows about stones in salivary glands. Okay, let's see what science knows about it. And we'll stones and symptoms, causes, treatment, and let's go let's see with the natural remedy community. Okay, REMEDY. Okay, now we're getting a few more. And maybe even, let's go see what this fella thinks. Okay. So, there we go. All right, we're honing in on this. And it's all right. So here's the answer. Okay. Here is the answer. The answer for salivary gland infection and stones. The answer goes, whoa, this is not it. It got out of my way. Let's go backward again because it got away from me. And I was right there on it. Okay.
Dr. Berst.
Yes, go ahead.
You might not know this, but I keep hearing a dog in the background. It
Yes.
sounds like a puppy.
Yes, where I live here, that's their method of security, is to have a bunch of dogs in a compound, and anybody who walks by or drives by or comes near, the dogs bark and let them know about it. And that's how they do it here in Jamaica. That's the cure. You're listening to the security system. Now, just letting you know that we're going to do this for about another 5 months because I have an obligation to stay here for another 5 months. But I will be leaving the dogs behind. and we won't have that, which now it's stopped. You see, now the dogs have calmed down. So
okay.
So it's
all right.
But that's what you're hearing. So when we're talking about, so we'll get back to the topic of salivary glands and infections and stones and so forth. It generally starts with dry mouth, which is called xerostamina, which occurs in the salivary glands, and they don't produce enough saliva to keep the mouth moist. And then the saliva, which is essential for digestion, to prevent infection in the mouth, and prevent gum disease, and to prevent tooth decay. You've got to have the saliva. It's the balancer. See, everything has to be in balance. It's out of balance. And so a decrease in saliva is something that is more than just uncomfortable. It can lead to serious dental health conditions and poor digestion. And then aging and certain medications and cancer treatments and underlying health concerns, including certain autoimmune diseases, can cause dry mouth. So there's some things going on here that have caused this normally. So it isn't just happening all by itself. Something else is going on. And now, so the treatment for dry mouth depends on the root cause. And in elderly, usually the dry mouth is a great concern as it makes chewing, swallowing, and digestion difficult. And this can lead to poor nutritional deficiencies and even pneumonia.